have a spooky horror haul for you with Halloweenish elements that you will see, but a lot of like horror iconic elements. If you guys are new, do subscribe and check out our spooky playlist. Turn on the spooky notifications bell or the spookifications bell so that you're daily notified of our spookifaction or whatever. I've either had too much coffee or not enough coffee. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see how this review progresses. I almost called it an interview. I'm just in star mode because we've been practicing for our TV show.
Cthulhu is open to
Cthulhu, yes. He's like, we could interview him because he's a star. I'm Morticia. This is my darling husband Gomez, our roommate Slappy, and Cthulhu. We're starting with him. He is from Toy Vault, which actually also had Gomez's evil bunny slippers that I got him for Christmas, so that's cool. He was ordered on Amazon. I think it was like $22. And he's really cool. He's made well, and I love the fact that he's like in full body detail, because usually they just like stick an octopus head or a body on something and call it Cthulhu. Like,
here he has beautiful wings, beautiful tentacles, and even his eyes are developed where they're in the classic glare mode.
And he's got his arms and legs, so he doesn't just look like an octopus. I always saw the octopus tentacles as supposed to be like his beard, and I think that they did that well in this, because it kind of is.
Yes, and the colors are all probably secret the way he's supposed to be underneath the waters of Rhylia.
Ooh. Somehow you make it sound seductive instead of like horrifying, but that's cool.
Yes, that's how Cthulhu rolls.
He rolls that way, I like that. So this is a decent sized plush, I would say, like a 10 or 12 inch. They give exact dimensions on Amazon. We will leave all these lovely facts in the not the comments, but the write-up below. Maybe not enough caffeine? We're still deciding. So, he has, I love he's like a velvety, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
And I like the ridges down the back here.
Yes.
And it's just so much detail for a cute little plush, you know, like, and he's got, like Oma said, the wings, and you've got his arms and legs here. And I like the fact that they're not exactly humanoid, because they wouldn't be, you know?
They're alien creatures from outer space, so you know.
Yeah. So he's got all the elements that Lovecraft described, plus a little hanger to hang him up on the wall, or at the bottom of our stuffed animal net. But I think the wall would be cooler.
Yes.
Gomez and I treated ourselves kind of rewards for our first like successful couple TV shows, and this was his, and I'm still waiting on mine because Amazon 2-day shipping is a lie since I ordered something like a week ago. So anyway, yeah, but. He is a great Cthulhu, isn't he?
Yes.
Well made.
Yes.
Soft, but not too soft.
A cozy companion for all of your horrifying needs.
Cuddling needs, yeah. Like, if you wake up with a nightmare and you're holding Cthulhu, you'll feel better because, like, he won't let anything get you. Like,
he will chase the nightmares.
Yes. Our next acquisition, I forgot what year this movie came out, The Raven by Vincent Price. I thought I saw it once, but I can't really remember, like, all the details. I know it wasn't, I thought it was more based on the poem, but when you look at the pictures on the box, it doesn't really seem based on the poem. We'll get to that in a second. This is a 12-inch Vincent Price by NECA, and it's like, got a lot of cool details. It's got where his, he's got the raven, he's got the Victorian period clothes. Like, it's all tricked
His
out.
outfit is so well detailed. I just like the fur. I could just imagine myself being cozy and cold.
You want to get clothes like this?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a Halloween costume. Vincent Price the Raven. I love Vincent Price. I loved him in Thriller. Like,
That was Slappy falling.
Yeah, here's Slappy. You're just jealous. It's not. So I loved him in Thriller, and it's cool to just have a Vincent Price figure. And then of course we adore ravens, so we had to get this. Only 5,000 of these were made, so I couldn't believe I got it for $34 on Amazon. We will also link that below. And I'm hoping the joints on this figure are better than the NECA action figure joints that like to break. But the other Vincent Price figures were well over $100 and $200 for, not the Raven, but other figures of him by other companies. So I'm just like, well. And there's a smaller one, I want to say like 6-inch of him as the Professor in Edward Scissorhands, but I don't really remember that. So I'm like, this is cooler. And so that is Vincent in all his cool glory. And like I said, with the scenes on the back of the box, I don't remember.
It's so impressive how many things are going on in here. There's like the guillotine, people rebelling, axes, there's like action.
I want to see this movie again. I thought I saw it when I was a kid, but maybe I didn't. You know, it could be one of those non-Mandela effect false memories. But I just like, maybe I just thought I had to have seen it. Like, I don't know. But now I'm going to look at the stuff on the box and going, I don't know. I might make some Halloween art out of this for somebody's like swap box. Because I started making, like just put up on the wall kind of art out of action figure boxes, so it's nice, you know, you don't waste you get your money's worth, like, totally. We have some of our own. We kept Gremlins and another Gremlins, and what did we keep? The Somnambulist.
Yes.
And something else.
You made such
Sleepy
charming
Hollow.
wall decor everywhere.
Yes, it was awesome. So we are going to unbox him. Let's see how difficult that is. And if it's difficult, we will pause and come back because I'm not going to make you watch me, like, mess with this. And I want to show you everything he does before we get to our next couple items of spooktacularness. Actually, he was quick to take out of the box. I thought it would be more of a trial because a lot of the toys are tied down and roped down like it's some kind of hold up or S&M, or I don't know what they do these days where you have to like take 20 minutes to cut your toys out of the box because they're tied up. But anyway, he was just one of those that you actually just easily pop out. No ties, no nothing, yay. And so this is him. His clothes kind of feel, I see where Gomez got the fur idea, but it's almost like a bathrobe fur. It's interesting. Kind of like a velvet. It's interesting, but the coat is very strange because I thought I knew enough about Victorian fashion, but now I'm wondering because check this out. Someone explained to me why. I don't know if they made this for someone with 4 arms, because look, he's got this sleeve down here that's empty because he only has 2 arms, which makes sense. And he's got this sleeve that his arm is in. And if you take him out of the one he's in and try to put it in the undersleeve, let's see, first of all, it doesn't really want to because the undersleeve is more narrow, but second of all, if you do, it's going to kind of sit awkwardly because then you have this big gaping oversleeve on the shoulder, see, like, so I don't get the point of this extra armhole. I really need to see this movie now. Like, maybe his 4-armed cousin gave it to him, and it's not like a belt or a tie or anything because it's a literal armhole. You got 2 arms. You think Cthulhu could wear that? Like, he's got 2 arms and 2 legs, but...
His acolytes surely
What about that guy from Mortal Kombat with the 4 arms?
Yes, Prince Goro.
Yeah, Goro can wear it. He's holding up his arms. You can tell he's got some good articulation. And 4 armholes on his jacket. Yeah, his shoulders get the full swivel. His elbows bend fully, like that. His knees bend fully. He's like a lightweight kind of plastic, like the Monster High dolls. I've held like vintage Ken dolls that are a heavier material, and he's very lightweight, and so he's not as heavy. He has, I think, some ankle articulation. His boots will wiggle, but I guess yeah, it comes off. Okay. And he's got ankle articulation, no socks. And the boot goes back on easily enough. And he has very loose wrists, so he does have wrist articulation. His hands can turn all around. They were saying on Amazon reviews that each finger would even bend, and I was kind of looking forward to seeing how that worked, but maybe the people that left the reviews didn't understand a wrist from a finger, or else I got one of my 5,000 where they did not make the fingers articulated, but his fingers don't move. But the wrist is fully movable. It's loose, so I was kind of worried, but it seems to be staying, so that's cool. And again, he's got the full arm. He can sit down, which is nice if you bend his knees. He's sitting on my hand now, hanging out. And his head can do the exorcist spin. So you got the head articulation. He doesn't really nod up and down that much, but that's okay. And let's see, the pants are like cloth, and they have the boot cut where it has the split. Ooh, let's do a split, Vincent. Or the pants have a split here on the side. So now let's take off this 4-arm jacket. Hold on, sorry, I have to put him down to get the jacket off. Ah, okay. Now he's got a nice silk shirt, and he got a nice little button or brooch or something. I'm not sure what that is. That Gomez was saying when we unpackaged him before we filmed it that it was pretty. And the belt is already broken. Go NECA. I'm not really that annoyed. I'll have to figure out a way to fix it. I craft, so it'll be okay. And the reason I'm not that annoyed is just because it's NECA and I'm expecting some part of it to fall apart or whatever. They're like one of those, like I've talked about it with certain jewelry companies before, that don't seem to try on their stuff and see how wieldy or unwieldy it is, like Alchemy Gothic with their bigger chokers. And I can say the same thing with toy companies like NECA. Don't really like work on these joints or move them or play with them and see how actually sturdy or practical they are. And the same thing with the bits of clothing. So if toy companies, you know, worked over their stuff more and tested it more, that would be really nice. I'm seeing if I can get this belt through the loop and just pull it tight that way and not show the buckle as much, but I don't want to take too long messing with it. That's doable, I guess, for now. So yeah, and it's got like a long kind of silk shirt and the pants. So that's a nice outfit. You like that outfit, Gomez?
Yes, it looks stylish.
Yeah, it's very period. So he's good with the forearm jacket or without. And he comes with a top hat that's hard plastic like his head. He's kind of a hard plastic all over, except the boots are rubber, obviously, and his hands are more rubbery. And the hat falls off easily, as you can see, because it doesn't really, you can't squish it onto the head and make it like stick. It just sits on top. And I like the hat. It's a neat looking kind of stylish hat. It doesn't have a brim, so it's kind of cool. I would like it more if it, like, if you could press it down and have it clutch the head more. I glued Gomez's, what is it, Raiden?
Yes.
Lord Raiden's hat on for Mortal Kombat because it just kept coming off and he wanted to keep it on, so I glued it with Amazing Goop, which is my favorite glue. Whether you're doing jewelry or metal bonding or anything, the stuff is clear and beautiful and it will stay glued. So as long as you want to use his top arms, this is an easy coat to get on and off. And this is the weirdest coat I've ever seen. I don't get the forearms, you guys. What's going on with that? Is this something like, what's up? What's up? Somebody tell me. Okay, now. Hi, Vincent. You have waved. You can put your arm down now. Yay. He wants to do Thriller, that's all. And this is the Raven that comes with him. Just a little accessory. It doesn't stick on him anywhere. I have an Edgar Allan Poe action figure where it sticks on his shoulder. But, you know, in the poem, the Raven doesn't really hang out on the guy's shoulder, so it's a cute little Raven, like 2 inches, like a hard plastic. The legs are a little bit, like, rubbery. Cute little accessory. We love Ravens. So this is my favorite Raven pose. I always try to look for more jewelry in this pose instead of the flying Raven. I call it the Edgar Allan Poe position, you know, where he's sitting, never flitting, with his wings folded and the forward glare. I just love it. So that's a nice little Raven. So he comes with the Raven and the hat. And again, I love the fact that nothing was tied down. It was all easy. And it's a good likeness of Vincent, don't you think?
Yes.
So that's nice. I mainly just wanted a good Vincent Price action figure, so this was very cool. His waist articulates, by the way. It's kind of loose. The waist and the wrists are kind of loose, so I'm hoping that they will hold up. We're gentle with our toys, so when I'm complaining about them not being made well, that's bad because we're very easy on stuff. But the joints just seem a little loose, but they're movable, so that's good. And for the $34 price, I'm not complaining too much. I'm just glad nothing fell off yet, so yay. I don't know if I said, I know I said the ankles move up and down. They also go side to side nicely, so he's got a lot of nice articulation going on for posing. Just if you read reviews that say the fingers move individually, they do not. I don't know what's up with that, but mine does not. But all in all, it's a good figure. Hey boy, it's our new pet dog! And he's licking me in the face with his non-tongue because he doesn't have a tongue, which is the best thing about having a skeletal dog for a pet. He can't drool, he can't lick, he's not messy. Check it out. He's got a leash so I can walk him out. He's a bulldog skeleton. He lays in front of our door on our supernatural doormat. And we bought him for our TV show because I'm not sure if we'll do it before Halloween or around Halloween. But our friend Thomas, who I will link his robot YouTube channel below, he's very cool. He wrote a really cool song that I think he should release as a Halloween song called My Dog Fred, and it's about his dead pet dog. And now we have a dead pet dog because I wanted to sing the song. So we're going to do that on our TV show. We're going to bring Fred and walk him out with his leash and everything. And the only thing about when you have a dead dog and you want to give him a leash so he can try to keep civilized a little, like it gets caught in his ribs. Like it does go around his neck, But when you're a dead dog, you have things caught in your ribs sometimes. Like, just, you know, you never know that ribs catch things as much as they do until you die. And you exist as a skeleton and then you realize, damn, my ribs are catching on everything.
Ribs. Can't live comfortably without them. Can't die in peace without them.
So this is Fred. He is a decent size, I would say, sorry, like about 1.5 feet, maybe? I don't think he's 2 feet. And he's really cool. He's got like 3D detail. His feet move. The legs move a little bit back here, not like hugely. So it's more just for decor than pose. They don't move in the front. His head turns a little bit to left and right. His jaws fully articulate. They can close. They can open. Does that show okay?
Yes.
And he's got beautiful teeth still. He kept his teeth. He's a lovely bulldog. The leash is great, and he's got this little spiked collar. I'm trying to see if I can turn the angle where it will show. Like, the spikes are really cool. I like the detail on that. It even shows.
Here you go. All of his spinal glory.
I love the collar. It even has the little spikes. See?
Yeah.
Around the neck, like the bulldogs with the spiked collars. He got his collar. It still fits well.
Yes,
you know,
similar style, black and silver, like they have in real life.
Yes, even dead dogs need a leash because they get out of control sometimes. And they like to be rubbed on their belly. I was walking him out with the leash, and he just did this thing where he turned over on his belly, just like a live dog. And I'm like, you know, he doesn't really have a belly, but I guess he likes the underside of his spine tickled. So that still works out, doesn't it, Fred? Yes, it does.
Yes, it
Yes,
is the
it
pressure.
does. Aww, he's a sweetheart. So he's our dog, Fred. He don't talk no more, as the song says, that you will eventually hear on our show, and hopefully Thomas will redo it for Halloween, and we will be redoing it. So if you enjoy dogs and dead dogs and having a dead dog for a pet, and you want to know about all the adventures that entails, you will soon hear it if you keep track of us, what's going to go on with that. So definitely a little bit before Halloween, I want to have it timed to get circulated. So this will be a project. Fred. We present Fred. He came from eBay. He was like $26 in free shipping, I think. Is that right? Or $21 in free shipping?
Yes.
Something. We will leave the link below. He was the best price. I've seen him at Walmart and Amazon for like 40-some, and so we got like half the price on eBay. And I don't know that he had the leash on the other sites. They didn't mention it, and I just loved the leash thrown in there. Like, that was awesome. That made him extra, what's the word? Like, friendly, user-friendly, pet-friendly. He's got a leash, so. And I thought when we got him, where are we going to keep him? But he looks great just right inside our door, guarding our, like, stuff. Like, you know, because I love the gargoyles with the bulldog face, so he kind of guards like that. Very cool.
Cthulhu agrees.
And the next item, you know me, has to be jewelry. This is, we love Hellraiser, we love Pinhead, and this is a bracelet I found on Etsy. It is a puzzle box bracelet. Check it out. Each side is like the puzzle box.
Hailing from the Eclectic Emporium.
Yes, I have their card, and we'll show them. They have a couple different versions. I like the bronze because it's like steampunky, but they have different colors, I think, and different sizes. This was supposed to be 1 inch, but I think it's actually bigger than 1 inch. Like, I think it's at least 1.5 inches. That's pretty cool. And it's a cuff, and I worry about cuffs sometimes because when you have to size them and you make it bigger and smaller enough, it actually will break if you keep doing that. But this is wonderful. It's like my Frankenstein cuff that we got from Haley Frankenstein on Etsy. It just slides on and off, and you don't really, it gives enough to just do that, and you're not really having to bend it or adjust the size, so it's not going to break, which I really, really like. This was $30, and I like that because, again, I'll get my money's worth because it won't break. It has just enough give to slip on and off, but I'm not having to bend it at all each time. And the puzzle box is kind of like engraved into it. You can feel it, like, and so it won't come off. It's not like a little picture or anything, which I like. A lot of the cuffs that I see on Etsy that people are doing are like a picture, and I don't really like picture jewelry. If I want a picture, I put it on the wall. You know? Sorry. I'm going to take this off to show it this way. And it's just a really cool design. And it will look good stacked with my other bracelets. I had it on with my Alchemy Gothic Desmodus bat earlier, and they were good together, but I wanted to just have it on by itself to show it here. The price was great. The make is great. It took a lot longer than I expected to get here, just being a state away. That is the card.
I kind of like the name Eclectic Emporium. It reminds me of that store where the Chinese guy was saying, "What is your pleasure?"
What is your pleasure? Yeah, and it sounds like a cool magic shop. Like if I was walking past and saw the shop, I would go in. Like,
yeah.
So we will link them and this bracelet below as well. And nice packaging. It came in a box in bubble wrap, and we got the card. I love the workmanship and the idea behind it. And like I said, just the fact that it took forever to get here. I was kind of worried that it get lost, and like I don't know if the shipping time sped up a little, that'd be cool. Like a couple weeks at least it took to get here, and so yeah. But other than that, it was great. It is great, and it's one of my new favorite bracelets. And I just love having more horror jewelry to add. We will link our Hellraiser playlist below. I have like a wonderful pinhead pendant and stuff. I have a pinhead action figure that he came with the puzzle box, and he's lovely. But I've seen so many people review different pinhead action figures that I did not do it. So. But, you know, he's awesome. Pinhead is lovely, and now I can wear this with my Pinhead pendant and be all Pinhead blinged out. Yay. So we hope you've enjoyed this horror haul. We hope you were properly spookified, and until next time.
Stay spooky, my friends.